Dating me is very hard because I am a happily single woman. I'm not dating out of desperation. One thing you do to get on my nerves, you gotta go. I have curated a life that is so peaceful and I'm happy and I do all the things that I love and I don't have any voids that need to be filled. So dating me is kind of tough. A lot of times,
this is immediately a red flag. Look, there's a huge difference between having standards and just being delusional. You can have standards. You can say, okay, you know, I want XYZ. That's fine. No problem with that. But when it comes to maintaining a long-term relationship, you gotta make compromises. Like, there is no such thing as finding the perfect partner. No matter who you find, you're going to find things about them that you don't like, or they're going to find things about you that they don't like. And you got to work them out. You know, you got to compromise. You got to try to fit in with each other. It's kind of like you're molding together over time. So if somebody immediately wants to break up because of something that they don't particularly like about you, you're just cooked. You're never going to have a good relationship. It's impossible because you're never going to find that perfect person. It's actually surprising how many women have this exact same mentality, that the second there's any problems, they don't communicate with you. They don't tell you what's wrong. They want you to read their minds and then they leave you. There's no second chance. Whereas, you know, marriage and relationships are supposed to be a union. It's supposed to be two people gradually getting closer together and working through problems. They have this very separated mindset where they think of themselves as individuals as opposed to trying to become a unified being.
Like when I was dating before, I was just like, okay, well, like you're here now, you can fill this void and be a placeholder or whatever. Now I don't even want you next to me. Like I don't even entertain men or like just go on dates just to go on them. If I don't see anything with you seriously, I'm not going. Like I enjoy my own time. So like me going on a date just to like get a free meal, bro, I have to do my hair, I have to do my makeup. Like I have to sit up and engage in this conversation and I know I don't like you like that. I'm not wasting my time. Like at the end of the day, I know God is gonna bring whomever into my life that's supposed to be in my life. So like me searching and looking, no.
Okay, this whole manifestation shit again. I swear to God, they all do it. Yeah. God is gonna bring me my savior. He's gonna bring my white knight. He's gonna be the perfect guy. I'm never gonna have to change anything about myself. Never gonna have to improve myself. I'm just gonna live my own life. God is gonna send me down the perfect man. He's gonna send me Jesus 2.0. I genuinely don't understand why they all have this mentality. It's crazy. They just expect it'll go their way. Yeah, exactly. They think that they're God's chosen people. It's crazy. But what she's saying there about not going on dates just to get like a free meal or something, that's fine. That's what everybody should do that. I don't understand why. Well, actually, I do understand why, but I think that they're horrible people for doing that, for just going out to some random dude just to get some free food. It's rough.
I'm living my life and whatever happens, happens. In my season of singleness, I'm fulfilling myself. I'm learning more about God and building my relationship with him. And like, I feel like once you seek that, everything else will fall into place. And also, me being abstinent helps a lot with like getting people away from me, because the second that I see you're trying to lead me to the bedroom and not to God, you gotta go. Because that we're not even on the same journey. You claim you want a godly woman and a Christian woman until it comes down to being abstinent. Yeah, okay. Dating me.
Look, fair enough. You can be abstinent. That's okay. But at the same time, I would love to know if she's starting from scratch. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm curious whether or not she's been abstinent her whole life, or she had a phase and now she decided, I'm actually going to be abstinent now. That doesn't really work anymore then. I mean, you can do it, but anybody that you're going to be with and anybody you try to date, as soon as they find out this piece of information, they're going to really resent you, because in their heads it's going to be like, well, you gave it up to other people easily, but now I have to work for it and I have to marry you and I have to give you all these things and be this perfect guy for you to give it to me. You get what I mean? Because this is just how people think. This is how men think. This whole reborn virgin thing is crazy. I don't know where they came up with that shit, but it does not work at all.
I made the mistake of giving it up too soon, and now I realize I have to smell this motherfucker's ball sweat all over my fucking house, okay? On every crevice of my sofa. I gotta call a fucking steam cleaner to get this fucking stench out of my fucking house and out of my life. I don't even like this motherfucker. Thought he was cool. Now he calls me, he gives me the ick. Now I gotta smell him. Now I gotta hire professionals to remove this funky fucking scent. Learn from my mistakes. Don't give it up too soon. Make sure you like the motherfucker. Just trust me. Bye.
I'm so confused. I don't even, what? Why is it in every crevice? Yeah, good question. Yeah, I don't really know what she's saying. How I can't tell if she's complaining because she doesn't like him anymore, or if she's complaining because he absolutely reeks. I don't know. Don't let him drag his nuts all over your house. True. Should probably abstain from that.
I'm tired of people telling me that I'm good looking, talented, I have a great personality, and that everybody would be lucky to date me, and yet I'm still fucking single. I'm tired of people telling me to put myself out there when I've put myself out there so many times and nothing ever works out for me. It just ends up being super awkward, or they ghost me, or I get heartbroken. I'm tired of people telling me to go on different dating apps when I've tried literally every dating app on the market, and it's always the same shit. Guys only ever want to have sex or hook up. It's very rare to find someone that wants to go on a date with me, and then if I do go on a date with them and then they realize that I don't want to have sex with them right off the bat, they stop talking to me and they completely ignore me and do a whole 180 and act like they hate me since the moment that they met me on the stupid app. And then if I go with women, most of them don't even talk, and the ones that do talk give me very dry conversations, and if I have dates with them, they end up just being my friend. I'm tired of making friends on dating apps. I want someone to hold me, someone to kiss me, someone to cuddle with me, someone I can talk to late at night, cry to them. And I'm so tired of people being like, well, it's not your looks that's the problem. Clearly, because I've seen other big girls get into relationships too. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Why am I still single? I'm so tired of it.
Yeah, literally just lose weight and go touch grass. It's really that simple. Yeah, other big people get into relationships. Of course, whatever. There's always somebody that's gonna like you, but you're increasing the likelihood that more people like you if you look good. The other part is just like, I don't know what people's obsession is with going on dating apps. Go meet people in real life. Stop going on dating apps. The best people to date are not on dating apps. They are outside. Go talk to human beings away from your phone. Complaining is your problem. Yeah. The complaints as well. The crazy attitude that definitely does play a part. A lot to unpack there. Not much I can really say about it. I mean, it's just some sad woman complaining. Clearly something is wrong. Either your personality or your looks or whatever else. You know, it's not other people's fault. You know, if you try to date people, go on 50 dates, and you claim that all of them are the problem and not you, you know, it's like there's only one constant variable in that situation.
You just need to put yourself out there. You just need to go on dates. Okay, let me show you guys the most recent 2 guys who have liked me on the magical.
Struggles of dating as a bigger girl. If you're having struggles dating as a bigger girl and you know that that's part of the problem, just work out and eat less. It's literally that easy. You do that for a few months and you're gonna no longer be big. I know, fucking mind blown. Losing weight and being attractive is so easy. You lift heavy weights, you do some cardio, and then you eat less than you usually do. And preferably avoid processed food. Done. It's literally that easy. It's very, very difficult actually to gain weight if you cut out all processed food. It's hard. If anybody's struggling with losing weight out there, try it. Get rid of all the processed food. Don't eat any of it for 6 months and then see if you stay the same weight, because I doubt it.
App called Hinge. First guy says, I will fall for you if you're plus sized. And the next guy says,
That's a red flag, because anybody who says that they like fat women are fetishizing fat women. So if they're only gonna like you because of a fetish, that's a problem. You don't want that.
I go crazy for plus size women. Now, I do think people genuinely mean well whenever they are encouraging you to put yourself out there and try to go on dates. But I think what maybe some people don't understand, especially being a bigger girl, is we just don't always have the options that maybe some of our friends have. I guess, yes, we can pool, but we pool in a different type of way. Sometimes
the sad part of this is that she's clearly not ugly. If she just lost some weight, she would look pretty good. I don't know why she wants to be big.
we have those guys that want to like fetishize. Am I saying that right? Our bodies. We have the guys that want to slide in our DMs. We match with the guys that want us to just come over to their house. We can meet guys at the bar who will want to go home with us. But rarely it feels like, can we find the guys that actually want to take us out on a date? So I have this one guy that I'm...
Yeah, because it's embarrassing. Because being with a fat woman is just a massive hit to his social status. A lot of women don't understand this, but a woman for a man is a social status signal. The better your woman looks, the better she acts, she is going to raise your social status in the eyes of other men. This is why men don't like to date fat women, because other men will look at him dating the fat woman and think she's disgusting. He must be a pathetic loser. He can't get an attractive woman. This is just what they think. Look, it's sad. We shouldn't be judging people on a surface level like this, but we do. And this is just how it is. So it's really important you take care of yourself. But this goes both ways. Men should work out as well. I'm not saying men should be fat, and I think fat men are just as pathetic. If anything, I think fat men are more pathetic. pathetic.
On Bumble about like a year ago. When we first matched, we were actually like texting, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I think he's gonna actually like ask me out on a date. Nar. Which is fine, whatever. We still somewhat keep in contact, but only over Snapchat. I don't want to hear it. I know it's red flags. I know Snapchat is red flags, but I do have some guys that I like to keep on Snapchat just to like, you know, for a confidence boost. But anyways, this guy always asks me to hang out, but he will only invite me over to his house. And this has been ongoing for like a year. And I have told him multiple times, like, I don't feel comfortable coming to your house. Like, I'd rather just go for drinks. In fact, there was one time where I actually was like, you know what? I'm bored with my life. Let's spice it up. Okay, I will come over. Man never followed through. I was like, okay.
You know what's another part of this? Another part of it is that those guys are not willing to put in the effort to sleep with a fat girl or a girl that they don't like that much. Because if they're going to put the effort in, they might as well try to take out an attractive girl instead.
I'm never agreeing to hang out with this man ever again unless he literally wants to take me on a date. Kind of at the point where I've been there, done that with like matching with a guy, going to their house, them coming to mine. I mean, literally just the other day he hit me up and he was like, I have like all this tequila, like if you want to ever come over. I was like, dude, like we have talked about this, like it's not happening. I don't know, and it just makes me think, like over the last year, not once has he ever thought like, okay, like I'll just take this girl out. But then at another point, he proceeds to tell me that whenever he matches with girls on dating apps, he knows right away if it's gonna be a girl that he wants to take out or if he wants to just hang out. I was like, you realize that like you never asked me out? I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, he just doesn't like you. I mean, he told you right to your face. He just doesn't like you.
Well, I did want to go out with you, but I don't remember the reason why we didn't.
Yeah, he's lying to be nice. He's just being polite. He doesn't want to tell you to your face. He didn't think you're good enough to date because you're fat, and you're only good enough in his eyes to have sex if he doesn't have to take you out. That's basically what he thinks.
Basically, my point in saying all this is that sometimes there's just not dates for us to go on, and there's nothing we can do about it. That's my...
There is absolutely something you could do about it, and that something is called losing weight. You're not forced to be fat. Even if you got medical conditions that make it more difficult, there's no medical condition that exists which makes you be fat with no possibility of losing the fat. Doesn't exist. My skinny friends have no clue. Just go on a date, bro. I can't even match with someone, nor do I want to with this selection. Again, it's just a personal problem. It's like, imagine a dude was like fat, boring, didn't have any hobbies, still stayed with his parents. Imagine the outrage if he went on TikTok and he's like, the selection of women is so ass. I keep looking for them, and it's so hard as somebody who's fat and lives with their mom. Like, no woman wants to date you. It's so hard. And I get some women that I can talk to, but none of them take me seriously. Do you see how dumb that sounds? It sounds pathetic. It doesn't work the other way around, nor does it work this way around. I don't know why they try to make it sound like it works when it doesn't. It's just insane. Being fat sucks. Now, I was never fat to the point where it was a problem. I had a really big bulk that I did when I was younger. Would never recommend anybody to do that because I was super skinny my whole life. I weighed like 58 kilos. So I was like, you know what? I'm tired of being this skinny. I want to gain some weight. So I bulked up. I got to 90-ish kilos, 92, I think, kilos. That was pretty big. And holy shit, I felt like death. I felt horrible. It was hard to even bend over to tie my shoes. It sucked. I was out of breath walking up and down the stairs. And that's not even that fat. And I was still working out. So I can't even imagine what it's like to be bigger than that with less muscle mass and live like that for years. As soon as I got to that point, I just realized I cannot live like this anymore. I lost like 20 kilos in a few months and I never bulked up that much again. Now I just hover around the same weight because holy. And I never felt as good as I did when I was skinny ever again. My body wants to be skinny. I think human bodies in general like to be skinny because the skinnier I am, the less fat I have, the better I feel by a mile. It's not even a comparison. So the health is a huge aspect of this too.